Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Unfortunately for us, our I don't want to call them leaders, but let's call them guys who are in charge of us, show us another, how do you call it, diplomatic success, and that is in Afghanistan. After what, 20 some years of war and reconstruction, the Chinese take over. Or at least the Chinese are received by the guys in Afghanistan, the Taliban, and that's idiotic for us. Let me show you this little article here and show you the level of American, not only diplomacy, but lack of military might, I would say. So here you have it. CNN, and is the Taliban welcomes China's new ambassador to Afghanistan in lavish ceremony. This article is from yesterday, the 14th of September 2023. As I said many times, I don't know if you guys played team sports, and I will give you a personal example. When I used to play football, soccer, as a child, young boy, and I was good. And if you don't believe me, ask my friends. And since you can't, you have to believe me. It's a strange proposition, isn't it? Anyway, I can tell you, and I have friends that and people that will not challenge that. So that's the way it was. You come over there, and usually the best guys in the group are separated, so they don't play in the same team, and we would see, I included myself as being one of the two, which usually happened, if not all the time, but hey, enough with bragging. So we would pick our teams, and then we make it like equal. And then after that, you will start playing zam zam zam, zoom zoom zoom, and you look at the opposite team, you look at your team and say, shit man, why is this weasel playing with me? I'd rather have that guy from the opposite team. Well, that's the way I feel right now, being in this great country of the United States of America, which is going down the shithole, and that's why I'm talking, because I can't let it do that. I have to do something about it, and this is partly of what I'm doing. So I hate when we have idiots in our team, and I see good players in the enemy's teams. So in this case, we have some bad players in charge of us. USA was in a war over there, remember? They did whatever they did, and then they reconstructed those freeways and those skyscrapers in Kabul and everywhere else in Afghanistan. They all drive Cadillacs. I was about to say Bentleys, but let's stick with American-made shit. So let's read this article a little bit. Maybe they give us some information inside. The Taliban has welcomed Zhao Zheng as China's new ambassadors to Afghanistan during a lavish ceremony held at the presidential palace in Kabul on Wednesday. China is among a handful of countries, including Pakistan, Iran, and Russia, that have maintained a diplomatic presence in Afghanistan since the Taliban retook control of the country in 2021. Because of who? All right, my friends, let me tell you this little thing. I don't think the United States really could not handle Afghanistan. I don't think so. I think the people and the interests and the companies that had to make the profits, I think they suck dry the potential. I know there's some minerals over there, and there's a lot of poppy seeds that could be picked from Afghanistan. But it seems like these companies that reconstruct countries did their best, and I think their stocks were decreasing. So therefore, they said, you know what, take these private companies told the government, take the public military out of there, and we're going to move somewhere else. We're going to rebuild Ukraine. It's just a crazy thought. I don't believe that's what happens. But I sometimes think that that could have been one of the reasons why the United States of America said, you know what, time to get out. So we stayed over there, they stayed over there 20 years or some, or how many freaking years, longer than any other war, because we were still at war, undeclared war, but hey, will we bother with the Constitution now? Come on. I mean, anyway. So they stayed over there. They spent over there a lot of money from our taxes. And there were some companies who had contracts over there, bad contracts. And now they're going to move to reconstruct maybe Ukraine with someone else's money and ours, which is Russia's money. So, I don't know, just a thought. And now the Chinese are in, the Russians are in, Iran is in, Pakistan is in, and we are out. You tell me what is the whole purpose of going over there. If you tell me it was Saddam, or Saddam, what's his name? Osama bin Laden, then you gotta be living in a dream world, or you really watch and read only CNN. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.